So in a healthy knee, these structures are intact. Okay. Along with these structures of the meniscus, you also have some supporting ligaments by the side and in the center of the knee joint in order to maintain the stability of the knee joint. So these are the ligaments. You have medial ligament, lateral, collateral ligament at the side, and in between you have your ACL and PCL, that is the anterior cruciate ligament and the posterior cruciate ligament. And in between you have small sacs filled with water. They are known as bursas. So there are many bursas in the knee joint in order to prevent the friction between the muscle and the bone, right? So this is the structure of a normal healthy knee joint. You also have a very important structure in your knee joint which is known as the patella, which we call as the knee cap. Yeah, it is sitting on top of the knee joint. Okay, and this structure is also very important because it helps in increasing the efficiency of the muscles of the knee joint, and it also helps in preventing the muscle from directly contacting the main bone and preventing the friction between the main bone and the main muscle of the knee joint. So your patella is very important structure in the knee joint, the knee cap, and many a times this patella is also one of the main causes of your knee pain. Yeah, so patellofemoral arthritis is what we call when the patella surface, the inner surface of the patella, due to repeated rubbing over the knee joint, friction over the knee joint, causes arthritic changes on the inner surface of the patella, which is known as the patellofemoral arthritis, a very common form of arthritis. Normally in this arthritis, people have problems in descending stairs. So when you're getting down the stairs and there is pain in the knee joint, that is one common symptom of patellofemoral arthritis, and also pain in the front aspect of the knee. Okay, that is also caused by patellofemoral arthritis, which can very well be prevented and managed by correct physiotherapy. So this is the structure of a normal healthy knee joint. Now we see what happens in arthritis. Now in arthritis, as I had initially mentioned, your knee joint is subjected to weight bearing forces, that is your body weight passes through the knee joint, and secondly it is a very mobile joint. Okay, so taking care of these two functions of weight bearing along with mobility, the knee joint is put to a lot of stresses in our day-to-day life, which causes sometimes is that there is uneven weight distribution between the two compartments. Okay, and most of the times the medial compartment, that is the inner compartment, has more weight passing through it, and what happens is the cartilage and the meniscus, which are in the center, they start getting thinned out. Okay, now when they start getting thinned out, what happens is they were the cushioning, right? So this cushioning is now going off, and this causes the bony surfaces to rub against each other. Okay, so there is this friction of the bony surfaces and there is this pressure on these soft tissues. So both of them together cause an inflammation. Of the knee joint. Inflammation means redness, swelling, which is happening inside the joint. Externally, in the later stages you see that, but internally it starts in the beginning only, which you cannot see from outside. There is an internal swelling which is happening in the knee joint, and that is the inflammation. And this inflammation of the joint is what we term as arthritis. Arthra means joint and itis is inflammation. So this inflammation happens in the knee joint. So initial phases, there is thinning of the cartilage, there is breakdown of the cartilage, there is damage to the meniscal tissues. Okay, later on what happens is, now when the bones start rubbing on each other without the cushioning, the bones start getting degenerated. Okay, and there is spiking of bones. Okay, so the smooth surface of the bone no longer remains smooth and it starts spiking. Okay, and these spikes pierce the soft tissue which is around the joint, okay, the muscles and the other ligaments and all, and cause further inflammation in these soft tissues also, just worsening the case. So there are various stages of arthritis. So initially there is just mild inflammation, thinning of the cartilage, then there is major inflammations, then there is an erosion of the bony surfaces and degeneration of the bony surfaces. So this is how arthritis sets in. Now when this arthritis sets in, there are the symptoms which the patients have are pain initially to start with. Then they have restricted mobility. Now the free movement of the knee joint gets restricted. So the knee movement, the bending and straightening of the knee is grossly affected. And this in turn results in the muscles of the knee joint. Because of the pain, the muscles do not contract well and they go into weakness. Now this complicates the situation even more. When the muscles go into weakness, they cause more stresses to go through the joint. Just more and more pressure to go through the joint and causing the joint to degenerate even more. Right? So it becomes a vicious cycle. The pain inhibits the muscle. Inhibits means suppresses the muscle's function. This causes the muscles to become weak. This in turn increases the forces going through the joint and causes more compression in the joint, which in turn increases the inflammation more and increases the pain more. So this vicious cycle goes on and on and on and on, continuing with no stop to it and worsening the joint arthritis. But this can very well be prevented and managed with physiotherapy by various modalities that we use to first reduce the pain. Second step is to start strengthening this muscles which are around the knee joint. So when you increase the muscular strength of the knee joint, at that time the muscles will take over the load of the body and prevent that direct pressure from the joint and reduce the pressures on the joint, thus preventing the joint from going into further degeneration. Right? So this is a very important step in arthritis, is strengthening the muscles. But muscles have to be strengthened at the right time. It is very important. If you try to strengthen the muscles when you are into inflammation, you will further worsen the case. So the physiotherapist is the best person to tell you when you should start with muscular strengthening. Also one very important point is that muscular strengthening also has to be very specific. You have to strengthen specific muscles of the knee joint in order to reduce the pressures. Okay, so your quadriceps muscle has 4 parts and you have to strengthen each part of quadriceps. Is the muscle which brings about the extension movement, that is the straightening movement of the knee. One of the main muscles, the front thigh muscle. Okay, so that muscle has to be strengthened in a very particular manner. Each component has to be strengthened well, and also the back of the knee muscles, which are the hamstrings, have to be worked on. And as I mentioned earlier, since the knee joint is in between the hip and the ankle, you have to have a close look at the hip and the ankle when you are managing the knee joint. Yeah, so this is about arthritis. I have tried to compile things into a brief thing. It's a huge topic, but this is the brief about it. So it can be very well prevented. If you have already started arthritic changes, you can very well stop it at the point and improve it. Okay, so all that can be done with proper physiotherapy. So do join in for our workshop, and we will be dealing with a lot of other things as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.